Hello everyone and welcome to your September 2022 pick a card reading. In this reading we are going to uncover your love life in the month of September. Now technically it'll be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this reading there could be messages or premonitions for you, so feel free to join in if you're watching this after September. Now beloved, I have your card options here. I am coming to you with this intro after filming each and every one of these readings. So here are the card selections, card 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll give you some time and space to connect with the cards if you so desire. If you already know which card you're going to pick, it's all time-stamped in the description box below and in the comment section. So I hope you enjoy your reading and I'll see you there. Hi group 1 and welcome to your love reading. Let's get into it. So we're looking at love for September 2022. Let's see what energies want to emerge for you, beloved. Starting with an overall energy when it comes to love for group 1 in September 2022. What do you have for this group? Flirt. Okay, so this is going to be your overall love energy for the month of September, which I really like because I see a lot of you staying very optimistic about your love life at this time. So group 1, this is going to be a beautiful month overall when it comes to love energy. Your first main energy is the flirt card. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And the root of that is stay optimistic about your love life. So a lot of you in group 1 have already begun to open your hearts again, or have been doing a lot of heart chakra work, or just tuning into the heart, breathing through that area whenever you feel a stiffness, or whenever you feel like there's a block or you're unable to extend any sort of lighthearted energy to others. I feel like this is a month where you start to see tangible physical results of all that beautiful work, that internal work that you've been doing. If you haven't been doing the work, it's okay because it's here anyways. There's going to be flirtation. I feel like you will be very well received this month. Okay, so this type of energy can permeate your workspace. It can permeate relationships among family members. And of course, romantically, we are here for love. So the flirt card says that there's going to be someone I feel like you'll have your eye on, and they're definitely going to have their eye on you. I know there are times in life where maybe you're in a state of optimism, but you haven't seen any viable options. Okay, this looks like a month where you may potentially have your eye on someone and they're going to have their eye on you. It goes both ways with the flirt card. Okay, you're definitely ready for this, is what my spirit guides are saying here. So a lot of like maybe back and forth energy, maybe getting to know one another. I'm seeing maybe a lot of walks in the park. I'm seeing fall activities. I don't know, you'll be like going to like a pumpkin patch or Halloween festivals, going out for coffee. Okay, now the 4 of Cups really looks like past energy to me. It doesn't really feel like it has a place in this reading, but we're gonna get more. That feels like an energy of like no good options around, or you wanting to extend your heart, but there just isn't anyone who maybe you're attracted to or feel chemistry towards. I feel like that's that energy I was picking up on earlier. But let's look deeper into September and see if there's any changes around this. I really do sense there's going to be changes for you. So group 1, love in September. 9 of Swords, overthinking something. Okay, let me see what this is about. Wow, there's a Knight of Cups. So there's definitely going to be a person coming into your life with the Knight of Cups. This is a romantic interest, especially when it comes to the cup cards. So some of you, for some reason, could be overthinking this experience, saying, is this too good to be true? Is it just me? Or, am I the only one interested here? Someone's wondering if they're the only one interested in this connection. With the Chariot card, someone's definitely coming towards you in the sense of they're very much engaged, very much interested. They like to flirt. They like to, they're probably wondering the same. So if you're not resonating with the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, this could be coming from this other person. There's definitely 2 people here, as you see with the flirt card. And that person is represented by the Knight of Cups. Okay, so they could be a Cancer. Okay, we have the Chariot card, which is Cancer ruled, and the Knight of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So they could definitely be a water sign coming in, or they're just picking up on those traits here. Nonetheless, we have confirmation that there is indeed a person. This is not you alone in some type of fantasy situation. There's definitely going to be a love interest that pops up the month of September. Someone is going to be serious about you, serious about getting to know you. With the Chariot, let's see what else. 2 more cards. Oh, 3 of Swords and the King of Pentacles. This could be you or them. We have a key person coming up. We have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We also have a lot of air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the signs don't necessarily matter. I just want to put them out there. So let's get deeper into it. Someone definitely has been heartbroken in their past, you or them. King of Pentacles talks about maybe this person or you were once married or in a very serious long-term relationship. So someone could be more reserved. Let me see why these are showing up. Someone could be more reserved in how soon they want to commit. So I'm not sure if this is coming from your energy or the energy of this other person coming into your life this month. We definitely have someone overthinking it, like, is this too good to be true? Or is this going to kind of turn out like the last situation I opened my heart to? Let me do some clarifiers here with the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Swords. We got an Empress energy and we have a King of Cups. Lots of people here. So it could almost feel like the 2 of you are mirroring each other in the sense of maybe there was a time where both of you were in very serious relationships. Maybe there was a time where, or you thought a relationship was headed in the right direction and it fell short, or it was a false start. Someone could be thinking about that time of their life and just overthinking the present and thinking, oh, this person is going to be the same. Okay, let me look at the current energy, because this is looking, it's kind of like separating here, and that's why I separated the cards. This is looking like current energy coming from you or them, okay, with the 3 of Swords and King of Pentacles. So what's this current energy about? What are this person's intentions with group 1? 5 of Wands. I feel like this person is willing to go to bat for you. This person is definitely willing to show you, okay, that they are an option. 5 of Wands is like competition. Okay, you could also find around this time, because you have that flirt card, because you've been definitely working on that heart chakra center, really opening it up, or maybe, making that first gesture, smiling, being more flirtatious, being more open in your energy. I definitely see perhaps more than one person interested in you. We have two kings here. Okay, we have an Empress. We have a Chariot and a Knight of Cups. There could definitely be more than one person interested in you. The good thing about this reading, though, I feel like because we started strong with that flirt energy, there's someone that you also have your eye on. Okay, I know those times of our lives when there's like no one available or no one that we're interested in, that could be really challenging. But this month, it looks like there's someone you too are interested in. And someone's definitely willing to kind of show you why maybe they're a match for you or why they want to be in your life. Someone's not afraid of healthy competition. Let's look at this Chariot card for group 1. Wow, the Tower. I feel like this person literally will do just about anything to maybe show you that they're the one, or choose me kind of energy. What are their true intentions here with group 1? We have the World card. So I definitely sense that they want something serious with you. Definitely with that 4 of Wands. There's someone in your life the month of September that wants something serious with you, group 1. I'm trying to figure out where this King of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords fits into all of this. Reveal to me more on this King of Pentacles and 3 of Swords that came in together here. Page of Swords. This could be a third party interference actually, because I was picking up on that energy of multiple people interested in you this month. The cards really don't lie. Okay, so there could be a third party interference, and I don't mean to say that like in the sense of like you're dating someone exclusively and then this person tries to ruin your relationship. I don't know if you're in an exclusive relationship just yet. You could potentially be, but there's definitely someone else on the outside looking in. They either see some of the conversations or the flirtation being had between you and another. Okay, this is looking like a page. They could be male or female in this scenario because we have the King and Queen of Pentacles and we have that 7 of Swords. Someone could be disappointed that someone else is taking you off the market, or this could be a situation where, beloved, there's someone looking in on your relationship with someone else and wishing they had that with you. Page of Swords, they see you happy perhaps now in your life. This could be an ex coming in from the past. Maybe this is the person who caused a lot of anxiety and doubt in your mind. Someone else is looking in on the relationship. And I don't necessarily want to focus too much on, you know, the people that don't matter much, that maybe just pop up every now and then in a reading, like a Page of Swords. They're kind of like a gossip or someone who is sort of needy for attention, or they're like that person. Okay, I'm getting the archetype of that person who wants something after it's too late. Okay, have you ever experienced that when there's like, let's say there's a person you're after or you're interested in, but when you're open, when you're available, they're not very interested. The minute you get into a commitment or a relationship, that's when this person wants to call you up. That's when they want to text you. That's when they want to ask you out on a date. And it's like, you know, what happened to before when I was actually available? So I see that kind of thing popping up for some of you. Some of you could end up very much committed by the end of the month. If this is something you want with this person, we looked at their intentions, right? 4 of Wands, the World card. Someone definitely is willing to, I don't want to say fight through the nonsense, but that's what came through. Like, what's a better way to describe this? It's like an energy of them knowing that this person is around, watching from a distance, or kind of making themselves seem like they have a place in your life when they don't. Whomever this main character though is, they're willing to kind of close an eye to this person because they know there's nothing going on between you and them. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, that looks like it's getting very specific and narrowing in on someone's specific situation. So let's kind of broaden this up for the collective here who chose group 1. Anything else you have for them in terms of love this month? Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. So they're saying take your time no matter what, because someone is willing to wait for you, or someone is willing to wait through a period of maybe transition. Maybe it is you. Maybe you're getting out of a relationship and someone is aware of that and they're willing to wait for you. So I'm getting multiple situations that involve more than one person. Not saying that you here, beloved, are a cheater or anything like that, but I am seeing multiples. So if you're very much single, this is a sign that you have love interest coming up the month of September. Let's see if we can pull an archetype on this person. The main character first, and then we'll look into this side character here. Okay, the main character, you have a prince, okay, romantic, charming, and a potential, okay, someone who wants power or kind of a place in your life, okay? That's what this prince energy is all about, which is interesting because they're already showing up as the Knight of Cups, very much in alignment, very much symbolic of that prince energy, as well as the Chariot, someone who's out on a mission. So there's definitely going to be someone who has this mission to kind of make you theirs. I hate to put it that way, but someone wants to make you theirs, or kind of claim a place in your life. They want a true place in your life. They don't come in empty-handed. I want you to know that this person doesn't come towards you empty-handed. They have a cup that's filled. They have a mission and purpose behind what they're doing. So they actually have intentions. They're not just playing around with your time. Someone has flowers to give you, and that could be symbolic of something significant, okay? Four of Wands, we asked their intentions, remember, and they got the World card and the Four of Wands, very symbolic of something serious, something very long term, and something very traditional. Okay, they could be a traditional romantic, someone who wants marriage. Okay, they want marriage. So take it as you will. I'm getting an energy, somebody wants to marry you. I'm not saying it's going to happen the month of September, because we have to be realistic. If that doesn't fit your current situation, then it's not going to happen in September. But what I see happening is someone getting these feelings, sentiments, and motives to want something more serious with you. Okay, they definitely want to have a secure place in your life. And then we have this side character. So let's take a look at this side character for those who are interested and see what's going on there. Who is this person? What are they embodying this month towards you? Oh wow, the Fool card. Oh my goodness. This couldn't be more theatrical here with the Fool card and the Page of Swords. They're definitely maybe a childish type of character, no matter their age, gender, race, whatever. They just have a childness about them. Okay, that can be good and bad. But I also feel like this person wears a mask more often than they'd like to admit. So this is that person that comes across very cool, nonchalant, when deep down they're feeling the most. Someone's feeling a lot this September. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the mic here, and I'm just working with a new setup, so I apologize. But someone's definitely feeling the most here with the Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles, but they're trying to show this brave face or this bravado towards you. There's definitely that energy of a mask here. Okay, and we also get, masks associated with the Page of Swords. At least I do as a reader. This is someone who likes to maybe come across as something they're not, and especially in a love reading. Lord knows I've done hundreds of love readings for personal clients, and when the Page of Swords comes in, it's typically that person who is definitely keeping tabs on you, but potentially not showing you that, or you would have no clue that this person is keeping tabs on you. Okay, so someone is keeping tabs on the fact that there's a new prince, a new arrival into your life. I don't think they're very happy about it. Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles. And you in group 1, you're probably like, well, this person had a chance with me, didn't jump on the opportunity when they had a chance. Okay, so I definitely see that sort of situation. There's multiple energies that I'm picking up on. Now, you had this 4 of Swords and 6 of Swords, so I'm wondering what that's about here. Let's get more clarity on that. Gossip and the Messiah. Okay, so awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Shadow side thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidence. Messiah, serving humanity with humility, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. With this energy, I really feel like it's coming from this person here, where they thought they thought you would only love them, even if they were very much unavailable, very much cold towards you, very much elusive in terms of sharing with you how much they cared about you, how much they felt about you in the past. Someone thought you'd always be hooked on them, addicted to their love, addicted to their sex. You wouldn't want anybody else. Someone was banking on that. And that's not happening the month of September. There's a new love interest, or someone who's made a recent appearance in your life. Okay, a real prince, a cavalier. I'm getting someone who is all around romantic. And you would appreciate that, those in group 1, because I sense that a part of you is also very whimsical and romantic, and you love a good love story. You love when the lovers win in the end, or stay together in the end. Some of you in your past fell for somebody who didn't give you that experience. The experience of being wooed and romanced and treated like a real queen or empress or king that you are. You really wanted it from a specific person that didn't give it to you. Now I'm seeing a fuller, bigger picture here. There's going to be someone that comes into your life that gives you that love experience in the way that you truly would appreciate as an empress, male or female. You would truly appreciate that person that comes in, that spends the time to flirt with you, to caress you, to invite you out, to listen to you, to be a part of your life in meaningful ways, who shows up for you when it really counts, including the major holidays. Okay, with the Page of Swords, this is someone who's never to be found come Christmas, come Thanksgiving, Halloween, weekends. Okay, any sort of festivities that you'd want a significant other to be around, this person is unavailable. They're a ghost, not accessible by phone, email, etc. This person right here, they're going to be the ones at your doorstep saying, here, happy Thanksgiving, here's some pumpkin pie, flowers to boot, anything you want, anything you need, I'm here to share with you. Okay, it's that type of energy that I'm getting. So 2 distinct energies here, and I definitely sense this person is bummed and definitely bitter because they thought that you in group 1 were always going to be after them, always going to be hounding them, texting them, asking them where they are, why they don't respond. Come September, you are no longer doing that, or you haven't been doing that for a while, but they've always had this idea that you were going to kind of be soulmate for life and never mate with somebody else, even though they were never truly available for you. Okay, so very selfish energy overall that I'm getting from this side character. Okay, let's just call them that for the sake of this reading. Very selfish energy. Someone who thought that you would literally just be daydreaming about them all day, wondering what they're up to, doing readings on them. Someone had this notion that you would be their astral partner for life, but never have anyone in the physical world. Okay. Unbelievable. Child orphan. Yeah, they're definitely feeling abandoned right now. Someone's feeling abandoned right now. Okay, and it's definitely not you. So what an interesting reading for those in group 1. I definitely see, I'm going to give you the overall summary. I definitely see that there's going to be a love interest that is bold, that is proud, that is happy to be a part of your everyday life. You know, when it really counts, in those moments you need them, they're going to be there for you. Some of you at first could be mistrustful or just like, what am I getting into? Is this person going to be like this side character here? Someone maybe you invested a lot of time and energy into the past, who was only ended up being a ghost. That person is still kind of a ghost, but they're lingering or lurking in the background. They definitely keep tabs on you, on your situation. Okay, they could be like an internet sleuth or something like that. They know a lot more about you than they should, or that you've even let on to them. Now, the thing about them is they never really came with commitment, but they did come with a whole lot of selfishness with the King of Pentacles. This person seriously wanted to possess you in a way, but never really being truly available to you. So I would just be mindful of that. During this time, this person could feel like you've abandoned them somehow. Let me get your energy as well, just to solidify this whole reading. Okay, I see you showing up as a beautiful Empress and an artist. Okay, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So you really have that impact on others to see life symbolically, or even spiritually, or more romantically. Okay, I feel like you bring out the best in people, even though you may think that you had no impact on this side character of your life, this person who maybe you really had your eyes on, but kind of made themselves seem like they weren't there. I'm getting a ghost energy, and I know the word ghosting goes around a lot in, you know, tarot readings that have to do with love, but I am getting a real ghost. And I don't want to say that they haunt you, but it's like they're always keeping tabs. So for those in group 1, I don't want you to think that you're crazy when you feel like someone is keeping tabs on you. You may not have had a way to express this, but someone's definitely keeping tabs on you, and they're kind of like a symbolic ghost in your life. They were never really there, never could truly grasp them, never really had a deep relationship with them, but yet they're there, they're lingering, or their energy is still there. Okay, you bring that out in people whether you know it or not. Now, that's not necessarily something we want to bring out in people, like ghost energy, but this is someone who thought they'd never fall in love. This is someone who thought no one else would have as big of an impact on them that they would have on someone else. Notice how we have that Messiah energy. Someone feels like they're a god or a goddess in bed, or in terms of their looks or impact on other people. They never thought in their life that you or anybody else could have an impact on them like that, but you did. Now with the artist, your energy is very sensual. Another side note for you, September, this is going to be a very creative month. I feel like you're tuning back into nature itself, okay, with the the Empress, the King of Cups, nature, pulling inspiration from nature. You're going to experience more overall ease this month, which is allowing you to be more flirtatious, more open in your everyday romantic encounters. I'm also seeing if anyone here is an artist or someone creative, someone who does content creation for a living. This is going to be a highly inspired month. You could definitely feel like maybe you met a muse that inspires you to create more or create different. And it's an overall good month for you when it comes to love. I have to say that. So I'm going to leave you on that note. There's definitely someone who's here to woo you, to excite you, to play up on those artistic, romantic qualities that you have within yourself. Very much compatible energy. I see the two of you kind of looking at each other. Your body language leans towards each other, which is a natural representation of fondness and love itself. Okay, yes, there's this kind of third party interference, or there's third energy. It's an outside character. I don't think they're going to have much of an impact on what you have going on here the month of September, which is a beautiful love opportunity blossoming. Beloved, if you want to go deeper on your situation, you can always book a personal reading with me on my website, flourishingmystic.com. My links are always going to be in the description box. I have an official website. That's the only place you can book with me. And without further ado, I hope you have an amazing September, and I see it's going to be a good one, an exciting one, and give you those butterflies that I feel like weren't there for a long time. So enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your love pick a card reading. If you chose Group 2, we are going to look at what's coming up in love for you this September 2022. Let's start with an overall energy as it pertains to you this September 2022. Overall energy in love for Group 2. Love yourself first. You also got, 3 messages. We got free yourself, worth waiting for, and make the effort. So, beloved, we are going to be pulling from Tarot as well, but wow. The Love Yourself First is such a powerful card because this shows you in your power this month, beloved. This shows you as someone who's not willing to accept anything less than what you deserve. And believe it or not, some of us empaths think that when we stand up for ourselves, when we make sure we're honoring ourselves, valuing ourselves, that is going to turn off our partner, or that is going to turn off a potential romantic interest. But it's doing the reverse. It's making you more romantically attractive as a person overall. And if it repels anybody that prefers you to be in your low esteem energy, well then, beloved, they're not for you. You have the free yourself card. So for those of you who have anybody in your life who benefits from you lowering your values, lowering your self-esteem, lowering your standards, okay, there's a strong message from your guides to maybe free yourself from that entrapment, thinking that someone's only going to love you if you bend your will to appease them or meet their needs, as opposed to having each other meet each other halfway sort of thing. Okay, there's going to be this strong notion this month for you, Group 2, that there is a love worth waiting for on the way, something worth your effort and time. So intuitively, if you felt or feel like there's anybody in your life that makes you feel less than, anyone who prefers you don't stand up for yourself, prefers that you keep yourself small, there's a strong message here to take control back of your life. Maybe limit how much time you spend with this person so you can put things into perspective and see how you've been bending your will just to meet somebody else's needs constantly. There is going to be this pull or push from the divine saying there is divine timing working in your life, and great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. There's going to be changes happening in love this month. Okay, so we're going to start pulling tarot messages now, and then I have some archetype cards in case anybody shows up in this reading for you this September 2022. So these readings are very organic, so we're going to pull cards accordingly depending on what messages, what cards come through. So you might find that you watch group 1's reading and the outline is a little different. Okay, so we'll just see. So group 2, what's coming up in love for you this month? Group 2. What's coming up for you in love this month? Okay, 2 cards so far. Ooh, 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So I'm going to put these up here. Okay. 7 of Wands and this beautiful 9 of Wands. I see it's been a bit of a struggle getting here, getting to this point of realizing I deserve so much more. I deserve so much more than I've been giving to certain relationships, certain people in my life, especially romantically, because this is a, love reading. 7 of Wands maybe actually shows you in a position to see things clearer right now in your life. And when I say that, I see there's like an illumined being. Someone has an awakening moment this month where they're like, I've just been doing the most for some of the most undeserving people. And I hate to put it like that. I hate to rank people, but sometimes we have to put things into perspective. I know I've definitely lowered my standards in the past and chosen wrong partners and people who really probably didn't even deserve the time of day, and I'm seeing that energy show up here in your reading. And the beauty of this is when you have an awakened moment, it puts everything into perspective, even if it is uncomfortable. Sometimes we don't even want to see that. Sometimes we don't even want to recognize that, because then all that time spent loving that person, giving that to that wrong person, can make us feel bad or make us feel like so much time was wasted. Look, beloved, no time is truly wasted. All we can do is work with the now and work with the future moving forward. So you can definitely take any control back that you've given away to another person at this time. It's in fact going to make you more romantically attractive to healthy partners. If you feel like, beloved, in group 2, you've always attracted a certain type that benefit from your low self-esteem, this is going to be a change in you, because I see the other types of men or women who maybe you've always wanted to attract couldn't find you yet or couldn't recognize your soul yet because of how much you lowered your standards to meet people halfway, to accommodate. I see the reverse happening. I see you raising the bar, raising your standards, and now the viable mates, men or women, are now going to recognize you like we're finally a match here. So you're going to see that something's worth waiting for. Look at that. The Knight of Swords comes rushing in. This is like new energy coming into your love life. Potentially a person as well. 5 of Cups is also you potentially leaving behind some situations or a situation that you felt kind of trapped by or felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I'm seeing like a dead end relationship where you feel like this person's never going to propose. It's been 5 years. It's been 10 years. This person just has no intention of making that happen. And some of you want a marriage, or some of you want more of a deeper commitment, and you realize you're not going to find it in a particular individual, but that there are plenty of fish in the sea. There's a huge awakening energy coming from group 2. So let's keep going here. Anything else for group 2 when it comes to love this September 2022? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. You have the World card and the Two of Cups. I'm getting chills for you because true divine love is really working in your life. And I said divine love because this feels cosmic. It feels like very rom-com. It feels like almost too good to be true, you know, or almost, how do I put this? Like we couldn't script this better ourselves with the World card and the Two of Cups. I feel like the right person recognizes you now because you've increased your standards or your self-esteem. And I hate to say that because some of us still struggle with self-esteem. Some of us, even though we are actively empowering ourselves, we still struggle with that pesky low self-esteem. So even for you, beloved, this message still applies. You can still have low self-esteem, and this right match finds you no matter what. It finds you exactly as you are. I don't want you to feel like you have to change yourself or somehow transform overnight. Okay, I just feel like you've been making the effort, or you have a conscious realization of how maybe you've chosen people in the past who truly didn't honor you, who truly didn't respect you. You may have found yourself going in these spirals with men or women who disrespected you constantly. I see you choosing better, or perhaps choosing better is not the right term. I'm getting more of I see you wanting better. And it stems from that desire of knowing you deserve better. That's when the transformation happens. You don't have to do anything outside of that except for want better for yourself. Sometimes that is the transformation. When we're in a karmic loophole or a cycle with a bad person for us, not saying they're a bad person, but for us, it can be hard to see things clearly. But I see you finding a way out, or seeing things clearly, having a epiphany moment this month, and something magical happens by the end of September 2022. So I'm going to take a deeper dive into that. I'm going to pull from the archetype cards, and first just see and get a check-in with how you're doing. How's group 2 doing this month? Anything we should know about their energy before we check out some of the other characters here? Let's get a card for you and what you're all about. You have the Exorcist. So it says freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So this is that energy exactly. You are freeing yourself literally from any loophole, thing that has kept you tied to the wrong people in the past or even present, beloved. If this is presently going on in your life and you're like, I don't know how to get out of this relationship. I've been in this relationship for so long. This is what I'm used to. This is what I'm accustomed to. Sometimes it's more convenience and what we're accustomed to than anything else. But I see you truly freeing yourself. You're your own exorcist of getting out of a bad relationship. You truly embark on a path of loving yourself first and knowing that divine timing is at work, in the sense of the right person is going to find you as you are. You are lovable. Looking at the bottom here, it says you have these beautiful features about you that would make any man or woman go crazy. You are irresistible. And sometimes it's these irresistible people, men and or women, who attract bullies, who attract controlling types. This reminds me of the character Ginger from Casino, who has that abusive partner. And a lot of the femme fatale characters that we see who always attract these overbearing people even if you're a male here, you could attract overbearing females who kind of are like the opposite of you. You are the light and they are the destroyer, but I see you extracting this energy from your life. I feel like there's a lot of like pretty women and handsome men that fall for people who maybe are less attractive sometimes, and this creates a weird dynamic in the relationship where it's that less attractive person, be it mind, body, spirit, who wants to dominate the pretty one, the handsome one, mind, body, or spirit. Okay, so let's look at this Knight of Swords and see who this is trying to come into your life. It could be related to the Two of Cups or unrelated. We're going to have a look. The Knight of Swords, did I say Knight of Cups? The Knight of Swords is clarified by the dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So this almost feels like this Knight of Swords energy could be the wake-up call in your life when it comes to romance. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like a wake-up call. That is a wake-up call from spirit itself that gets you to see some type of superficiality, even on your part or on the part of others who you previously attracted into your life, and why they want to be a part of your life. Okay, let me see how this makes sense or why this is even here. I want to move towards the World card and the Two of Cups, which is like kind of your grand finale. It feels like there's going to be a beautiful partnership that emerges by the end of September, and I want to take a look at that. So, who is this person in the Two of Cups besides group 2? Don Juan, okay, spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So I feel like this is a person who dances with that femme fatale energy. Remember how that came up? Let's see if we can find it. This was at the bottom of the Exorcist card, and I feel like what that refers to is how you maybe even had to hide your sensuality or hide your beauty or hide your erotic energy. There's going to be a Don Juan type, and any race, nationality, or even gender here coming in, but that actually loves that about you. They love that you're sensual. They love that you're attractive. They can handle it. They don't want you to hide in the closet somewhere or not take you out on dates because they're worried other men or women are going to look at you or stare at you and want you. This person enjoys the fact that the both of you are admired when you're out in public. Okay, looking into each other's eyes, gazing into each other's eyes, super romantic, super engaged, there's a lot of chemistry here. Okay, so I feel like they're a match to your vibe, or the vibe that you truly are on a soul level. It almost feels like you've been out of touch with your femme fatale energy, kind of locked up, pushing it away, or even expelling it in a sense. I feel like you could have had partners in the past who made you feel ashamed for being beautiful or for being handsome or for being even the Don Juan yourself, someone who's very seductive, a real charmer, or can really work the room. Maybe someone's a really good dancer here, you or them. Or perhaps both of you. You could have been with people who didn't take you out dancing when they knew you loved it. Or they didn't take you out to restaurants when they knew you love a good, meal and to appease your senses and your taste buds. I feel like whomever you were with or are currently with that you feel stuck with doesn't do the things you actually enjoy. So if you enjoy restaurants, if you enjoy a scene out on the town, they don't take you there. Like, they'd prefer to do Netflix and chill. And it's not because they feel like you're ugly. They just find you to be the most beautiful, handsome, sexy thing that they've ever, had an experience with in person. And it's like they're almost embarrassed of themselves in comparison to you. So I'm just getting that as a side note. But there is a compatible energy coming in by the end of the month. 2 of Cups, to those here who are really pulling this in. I'm telling you, oh my goodness, there's that companion card. I just realized that there's a real companion on the horizon. So you have this major crazy sex appeal and chemistry, but it goes deeper into companionship. So like, let's say this person, I'm gonna go with the dancing because I'm seeing it, I'm sensing it. Someone likes dancing, you do too. The 2 of you enjoy similar hobbies. Now, if you are someone who also enjoys a good hermit mode or Netflix and chill, it's not to say that this reading isn't for you. It could just be that you were stuck in a cycle with someone who there wasn't much adventure. It was always homebody activities. Never, and nothing adventurous I'm seeing. But a part of your soul truly likes adventure. Okay, so I'm getting companion, loyalty, someone who's tenacious and unselfish in lovemaking. Oh man, another thing I'm getting is this is not a selfish lover. So they're willing to do a lot of the pleasing, and that brings that out in you too. Okay, that brings that out in you too. So the chemistry is quite beautiful. There is a beautiful companionship that I see, and that's really what I'm picking up on. I feel like this Knight of Swords is an awakening moment or an awareness that if you feel like lately you've been feeling stuck in a relationship. Now, that's not to say that this energy, this could be with your current partner. If you've had a healthy relationship, but it just hit a lull, nothing really going on, this could signify that there's a spicing of things in your current relationship. For others of you, this is completely somebody else, so you'd have to see how that plays out in your life. For the singles, this could refer to just previous cycles of men or women you've been with. I'm seeing like, and I hate to go there, but I really am seeing someone lowering their standards, being available for some of the strangest characters out there. Okay, so I'm getting, if people saw you out in public with this person, they'd be questioning, like, what is that person doing with the other? Now, I have nothing wrong with, opposites attract, or, soul relationships where it doesn't really matter about physical appearance. But it goes deeper than physical appearance. It's how this person made you feel. Someone made you feel small or tried to make you feel small. And that's what I don't appreciate from this side of things here. So I'm seeing a lightening up of energy, though, a worth waiting for. You feel the divine is working their hand in your love life by the end of September. And I feel like I'm seeing someone fall to their knees in a good way. Like, Lord, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to see through this situation, to get myself out of this situation, and perhaps align with the right one. And sometimes that's how life works. I mean, there's no clear-cut timeline. Like, sometimes we think, oh, first I have to break up with this person, then spend a year in solitude, or 2 years, or 3, or 6 months. And we put timelines on things when really, in the universe's eyes, time is just an illusion. And peak moments can happen that set us right on course. And so you may just come out of a relationship and enter a new one. Your spirit guides want you to know that that's not a bad thing. It gets shunned, especially in the spiritual community, but I'm seeing here that sometimes we can't plan divinity. We can't plan divine timing. In times like this, you gotta go within and kind of consult your intuition and say, am I on the right path? And if it's coming out like a yes, a green light, then why not go for it? Okay, I see a beautiful companionship. I feel like this was brought together very divinely, or it will sometime by the end of this month. For some of you on a longer timeline, it could be sometime this fall. So keep that in mind. I feel like I want to pull more cards, but my spirit guides are saying this is it for now, because there's a few things that need to take place between now and then. We can't really go into more depth. I feel like this is an upcoming relationship, sort of like a premonition of what is to come. The World card and Two of Cups, that's like a commitment energy, but some of you are not even there. Some of you haven't even met this person. So it's hard to even uncover more besides the fact that they will be your type in terms of looks, in terms of energy matches, in terms of appeal, and in terms of some of the things you like to do. Okay, they're going to bring out a more adventurous side of you. They're going to also help you tap back into your divine feminine or divine masculine nature, whatever you resonate with. So ultimately, this is what I have for you, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to take a deeper dive into your love life, you can always book me on my website, flourishingmystic.com. My information, my website is always going to be listed in the description box below, so you can always head over there if you are interested. But for now, this is what I have for you. Stay tuned for more readings, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your September 2022 love predictions. Let's get right into your reading. Let's see what's coming up for you this September. What's coming up for group 3 in September when it comes to love? Can we get an overall energy? You got past life relationship, and before you click off, let's see what this past life relationship is all about. It says you have known each other before. So beloved, the first main intuitive download I'm getting is that you are going to come across someone this September that you recognize. And when I say you recognize, I don't mean it like, oh, I've seen you before, or I've seen you around. I see that your soul is going to recognize another soul, and this energy goes vice versa. There is going to be an intense gaze into one another's eyes, and I feel like the both of you are going to get hit with the love bug. Okay, in a good way. So I'm getting lots of butterflies, goosebumps. There's going to be intense gazes towards one another. You can't seem to take your eyes off a particular person in your life. This is a person you'll probably be meeting this September, or you already met them and you know who I'm referring to. They show up this September, and we're going to uncover why. So let's complete with the romance angel cards, because I feel like there's nothing else I can get from that. I'm going to start pulling tarot. So past life relationship, you deserve love. I feel like when you meet this person, I sense and feel all 7 chakras aligning, you and theirs. There's compatibility in your energy fields, in your aura, and in your, it's almost like a quantum field. Okay, a quantum field in your energy that draws one to the other. So let's say, how do I put this? You will come to find this is like really woo-woo, but you, in your encounter with this person or in some conversation with this person, you will come to find that you were supposed to meet them elsewhere, on a travel, at a workspace, or somewhere else unrelated to where you actually meet them. So there's going to be this feeling like, oh my goodness, even if I didn't meet them here, I would have met them there at some point if I had gone to that event or if I took that trip. Your spirituality is going to deepen when meeting this person, because you're going to be like, there really is such a thing as divine timing. You're going to find out that you were going to somehow meet this person. The timing that you were supposed to meet them wasn't right, but it aligns perfectly the moment you do. And it could be this September that you have this encounter, or when you find out about this. You could have seen that they went to a particular location that you were supposed to go to, but due to XYZ, you didn't go. You come to realize you were going to meet this person no matter what. It was almost like foolproof that no matter how bizarre, the universe was going to bring you two together for some reason. So let's uncover more here with the tarot. I've been shuffling for a while. Anything you have on either this person or scenario for group 3, oh wow, the High Priestess. So when I said that this person is going to unlock or deepen your overall sense of spirituality, I mean it. This person can bring out some of your psychic abilities, your ability to communicate in the dream world or astral project. Some of you are going to come to realize that you are psychic in some way, clairaudient, clairvoyant, any one of the major C's. You will find that this relationship brings out a life purpose in you. So this is no little thing. This goes deeper than a relationship. This goes deeper than a fling. Someone activates a higher calling in you, or a deep hidden secret, gem, or secret within you. And when I say secret, it feels like secret knowledge, wisdom, sage advice, something like that. Someone opens this up or opens this world to you. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we need to know about this person or this connection? Now, on the flip side, this other person could be a high priestess themselves. So they could read energy, or there's someone who enjoys going to readers as well. We have the Justice card, 2 major arcanas. So when I see 2 major arcanas, no matter the reading, we know this is something serious, something to take note of. This is no one night stand type energy. I'm seeing a divine orchestration of why you were supposed to meet this person. Justice. Now, let's continue, because I'm getting heavy energy all of a sudden. Because maybe for some of you here, not all of you, some of you, you're going to meet this person this month, and then there's a subgroup whom have already met this person, and you know exactly who I'm referring to. Some of you consider this person your twin flame. And it's been a journey, hasn't it? Let me get a message for you, that subgroup who sees this person as their twin flame. Oh, wow, the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, beloved, since you've seen them, talked about them, heard about them. It's been a while. They've caused you a lot of anguish in the sense of the separation period. Okay, there's been highs and lows, but I sense that you're coming to a deeper understanding of why you met this person, why you needed to, what they opened up within you. For some of them, they unlocked your heart chakra, and you're more able to access divine love and thus feel deserving. For others of you with the Hanged Man, they've unlocked a deeper spiritual awareness. So the message is still the same. 9 of Pentacles. meeting your twin helped you to, I don't know, they set you on the right track in terms of it activated a purpose, or it activated values. Your value system really came under scrutiny during that time. Now with the 9 of Pentacles, I see you doing better now, and you will start earning more money. Someone needs to hear that. Anything else here for group 3? Anything else? More general, broad messages, if you can, for September. Why is this showing up in their September reading? Okay, got a couple of cards. 10 of Swords, King of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone is thinking about you, beloved. Okay, I got a couple messages, so I have to just share as much as I can as they are coming in. Okay. I see someone has been thinking about you, group 3, especially that subgroup of people who feel like they have a twin flame in their life. They have been contemplating you and how everything went down, and your overall experience together, the moments you had together or shared via phone calls or messages or in person, whatever. I'm sensing that is coming to their mind. Someone is overthinking things. Someone wants to reach out to you, but don't think that you'll receive them well because of how they ended things abruptly with you. Okay, we're gonna get more on this scenario with my archetype cards. I want to get more for the first group, the overall group, when it comes to love. What do we need to know about the first scenario I was picking up on, where you're going to meet a person who is going to unlock some of your gifts, even creativity, okay? It doesn't even have to just be psychic gifts. It could be creativity, business savvy. Okay, yeah, 8 of Wands. This is truly divinely orchestrated, and you're going to benefit from an encounter this month, group 3, okay? Group 3, you are going to benefit from an encounter with someone who your soul recognizes. So where am I being called first? There's a subgroup of you who have a twin flame in mind. They're saying pull a card for them first, because we still have sort of like this strange energy over here with the King of Wands, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Please give us an energy to clarify what's going on here. The Gambler. Oh, wow. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Someone is struggling with following their intuition and their gut on this. Someone has this inkling to reach out. Someone wants to check in, see how you're doing. And that would mean the world to you, those who resonate with the twin flame journey, or those who have met their twin flame already. It would mean the world to you if this person reached out. I don't think you expect much from them. You don't want anything from them at this point. I don't even think you want a relationship with them at this point. But just to hear from them, see how they're doing, you would love that. This person feels the same, but they are not as connected to that higher voice that says it's gonna be okay if I reach out. Someone feels like if they reach out and you don't respond or don't match their energy or enthusiasm, that they're a failure or an embarrassment. Someone doesn't want to text you and then be ghosted or not hear from you. That's just not their type of character. They don't. Whereas I feel like there's you who may not care. You might send out a text to see how they're doing and have little expectation. This person has big expectation, but they may not follow through. Okay. Anything else on this twin flame for that subgroup here? Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Someone may be actually seeking more of a deeper understanding. They could be even going to tarot readers themselves. I know tarot has gotten quite popular since I started, and it's like kind of blown up and become mainstream. So even the most unspiritual person, so to speak, or someone who could be like an athlete or a jock or someone unrelated to the tarot community could find tarot, or it comes to them. It's so funny because they could be like a real masculine, okay, male or female, but they have this real masculine energy about them. Like you would never expect that they'd watch readings or seek out a reader or an astrologer, but someone wants even a deeper understanding about their feelings that they can't quite put in words themselves. Okay, we see that their communication is blocked with the Eight of Swords, so that could mean a number of things. Either their heart chakra, I said heart chakra as a mistake, I meant throat chakra, but I was going to say their heart chakra or their throat chakra is blocked. Now, this can also be their number, like they don't have your telephone number anymore or something. They may have deleted it. Okay, they have no real way of reaching out to you. Okay, so I'm getting a few things there. Anything else you want to tell us about this situation before we conclude on the twin flame here, so we can get to the first group? Addict and, oh wow, prostitutes. Ooh, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. And we have the addict, helps you recognize and confront addictive behaviors. This hasn't been an easy journey for the both of you. You both see and pierce through the other person's energy, which can be quite uncomfortable for the person going through that projection phase. I feel like you've shown each other your good and bad qualities. So it's both ends. You've shown each other your light and shadow qualities, which has been a real benefit to the both of you, but also quite challenging to endure. Now, someone could also have an addiction to quick money or quick pleasure, or even porn. A porn addiction is what I'm getting. So I'm not sure who or why that's coming up, who that applies to. What else? Someone could be embarrassed about an addiction to even sex. Okay, I don't know. They're saying take one more because that's just a random reading. We also have father, so this person could absolutely be a father. We have the King of Wands, beloved. So if you resonate, like you know you met your twin, you might come to find that they're an actual father, they have a family, or they have a wife. Okay, if you're a male, it's the reverse, right? But this father figure is coming up, and it feels like that's where they're going to be focusing their time. I feel like, beloved, you've helped them see that they have an addiction to sex or following their whim or chemistry, and they're kind of subduing it, tapping into being more of a father, more of a health addict. I'm also seeing someone who cares about their health. and finding deeper understanding and awareness about life. Okay, maybe when you met them, they weren't in the best place. They were more in their lower ego self. I see someone's vibrating higher because they met you, beloved. Because they met you, they're now able to see some of their flaws, or how they weren't the best family man or the best father. You brought out their higher qualities, their higher potential in terms of what they got. Okay. For some of you, this father means a business owner. You showed this person some of their weaknesses. It was very uncomfortable, but it served them, or it is serving them in the long run. Okay, that was a lot. Let's get into the first group, which I feel was the overall message of encountering someone that you recognize, that your soul recognizes. Someone is going to unlock their gifts, okay, be it spiritual, be it creative. Someone could show up in your life and become a muse, okay, and suddenly you know what to do with your life purpose. Okay, someone can show up and be like a catalyst for you to be on the right path, set on the right path. Okay, message for you, who this person might be. Liberator. Wow. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. This person is definitely going to liberate you. We do have the Justice card, which is associated with the energy of Libra, and then you think of Liberator, Libra. This person is going to free you, okay, from some previous mental blocks, creative blocks. I am seeing a highly creative person who had writer's block, or they just weren't in flow, lacked color, imagination, or inspiration. Even though that lives within you, this person unlocks it and they almost become your muse. So you're now able to perform better, to write better, create better. You're more inspired and in flow. It just comes out very easily and naturally, and it's a joy because you met this person. Now, that is not to say that you didn't have it in you all this time, because you did. What happened was this soul contact made an activation point. And so you'll also come to realize, you in this first group here that we've gone back to, that you've always had the creativity within. You've always had these beautiful thoughts yourself. You've always wanted to break free from outmoded beliefs. But whatever, this person was a catalyst. Okay, I'm seeing the Alchemist card. They're transforming your life. And I feel like we can just view this as a blessing. Sometimes every now and then that person will come into our lives. They may not have the intentions of staying forever, but their presence in our lives made a difference, and vice versa. Your presence in this person's life is going to make a difference, very similar to this subgroup here. So wow, this is what's happening in your love life. Any more details here? More broader themes, please, for group 3 and their love life in September. An angel, definitely an angel in disguise, an earth angel, star seed. Okay, that's why your soul recognizes this person, because you are that angel yourself, beloved. You really help others and those in need with no expectation of anything in return. Okay, your presence is important to other people. It makes an impact. No matter if you believe that to be true or not, it does. Okay, someone needs to know that here. Okay, and also this angel coming into your life, you may not view them as an angel, because they may come in as even similar to this energy here of like an athlete or someone who's a real business mogul, but nonetheless, they're an angel to your life. They somehow help you course correct, or channel your energy that is purposeful and meaningful to you, that helps you activate or tap into some of your own gifts. So this person's presence in your life, we don't know if they're meant to be there forever, beloved. I don't see any indication of like a marriage this month like I did in some of the other readings here. But you meeting this person is important to your life's journey. It is no mistake that you met this person. You were going to meet them one way or another, whether it was in your location or abroad somewhere. Very random, you were always going to meet this person. So there was no, one other thing I want you to know, there was no outrunning this person. You were going to meet them no matter what. And it's because your soul has signed up for it, okay? That's it. Anything else I can pull? I don't think so. I think there's more to uncover and discover in 3D in person, so they're going to kind of block me off from that for now. But this is what I have for you for now for September. If new energies emerge, I'm going to be called to do love readings, so I would love if you subscribe to the channel, join the Flourishing Mystic community here. Also, if you want a personal reading with me, you can always book me on my website, flourishingmystic.com. My info, my website details, they're always going to be in the description box below. I hope this is a wonderful month for you overall. I am getting excited for you because I'm seeing and hearing from your spirit guides like there is no outrunning destiny. So you're absolutely destined to meet this person or have an encounter with them. And I'm happy for you because it'll feel like this was an angel in disguise. Okay, and you're going to see how that plays out uniquely to you in group 3. So I hope September overall is a great month for you, and I'll see you in some of the upcoming readings. Take care. Hey group 4, and welcome to your September love reading. Let's hop right into it. We're going to start with the romance angel cards. First message is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Let's see what the overall theme is. I'm getting a message for you in group 4 that there could be a relationship, a significant relationship in your life that is asking you to have trust, or to maybe open yourself to it, or open yourself to the idea that a real soulmate relationship exists for you. I'm getting a couple of messages and subgroups here, okay? Some of you are already in a relationship, and this month I'm getting the strong message to wait and see how things go. Something looks like it's turning around for the better. For those of you who are single, I am getting the strong message to trust in divine timing in your life. I know that we hear that a lot. I know that intuitively you feel this, you know this to be true, but while you are waiting, it can feel difficult, or it can feel like I'm just living in a fantasy world thinking that a true soulmate exists for me. That is just a self-deception technique to get you to feel like you're alone in this world, or that you're never going to meet the right person. Okay, so something requires your trust. We're going to get more on this with the tarot. Something or someone is requiring your trust and you to be open to it and giving it a chance. And for some of you, it's not even the relationship itself, it's the divine itself. I'm hearing give the universe a chance because they are making miracles happen. Okay, so let's pull from the tarot group 4 and see what your love reading is for September 2022. What are your love predictions? Anything we can pick up for those in group 4? Okay, wow. Oh my goodness. Temperance. This is such a beautiful message that divine intervention is here. The Temperance to me is an angel card. So whether you believe in angels or not, you don't need to for miracles to happen. When I say miracles, it's almost like for some of you, the miracle will be to open your heart to the idea that you will meet the right person when you are supposed to. For others, miracles will be meeting that person this month. It'll be so dependent on you and your situation. For others, there is going to be a closer bond between you and a significant other for those who are in a relationship. I'm getting several groups here in group 4. So I apologize if this reading won't be linear or feel like it's a complete personal reading to you. But let's keep going. What else do you have for those in group 4? Oh my goodness, 2 of Cups. So love is closer than you think. So some of you may need to remove any disbelief that a partnership is in the cards for you, because we have this beautiful 2 of Cups, and I'm loving these September readings. There is a major turning point in love and romance for the collective that I'm picking up on. There could be a divine meeting or a divine encounter. Now, I want to point out your romance angel cards have 2 people in both of the cards that came through for you. You won't be alone this month. Okay, and if it doesn't come true this month, because we're all in our unique timing, sometimes my readings can resonate out up until 60 days, sometimes 6 months out. I know that's harsh to hear. Sometimes we want it now, but sometimes we simply can't rush the beautiful. Okay, 2 of Cups. What a beautiful synchronicity. A divine encounter or meeting, 2 people locking eyes, looking at each other. I'm also seeing a warming up of energy. So this could mean you might meet someone or have recently met someone, and things are going to warm up between you and them. There's a closeness coming together that I'm sensing. This could also mean the 2 of you are ready to take things to the next level, be more intimate with one another, be it sharing feelings, thoughts, sharing each other's, being intimate with one another sexually. I'm seeing that as well. Anything else this month for group 4? Wow. Yeah, so Judgment and the Ace of Wands. Things are going to get heated between you and another person. There's a lot of intimacy, to say the least, with this Ace of Wands. This could be the very first time you are intimate with someone after a long period of maybe celibacy. Okay. I'm getting excitement though. Oh my goodness. Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be passion. There's definitely going to be chemistry between you and another person. If the actual intimacy doesn't happen this month because you choose not to, I'm just getting you're turned on again. You're turned on again. And I feel like that's a good thing. Okay, 6 of Cups. It's telling me it's been a while since anybody has kind of touched upon your senses, like got you to feel something, got you to feel turned on or attracted, or feeling like you have your mojo. There's a change in that. There's a change in how you feel. You're starting to feel attracted to the opposite sex or same sex, however, whatever your desire is, but you're starting to feel attracted again. Okay, turned on again. Your mojo feels like it's coming back as well. Some of you also feel like you're ready to be intimate again, be it mind, body, or spirit, or all of the above. You're ready to share space with somebody. So hopefully this somebody is either someone you met and feel safe with, or they're coming into your life. My readings can be predictions as well. Many people who come to me tell me after they got a reading with me, things came true 6 months down the road. So I want you to know that in case my reading is far out for you, but in other cases, it can be immediate, okay? It could be immediate. So I don't want to put a projection on the timing of this. I'm seeing cups here. I'm seeing shared cups, and it's almost like I see the universe with this Temperance card kind of orchestrating it. The word orchestrating keeps coming up in September. There's like a divine orchestration happening to bring people back together, to bring warmth back into people's hearts and lives again, to bring closeness and a feeling of safety within partnerships again. I feel like that has been lost, but it's coming back now. Ace of Wands. Yeah, that passion, excitement. Someone gets turned on. Someone's turned on about you. Someone finds you extremely attractive. You're kind of like their dream girl or guy, kind of like the ideal fantasy for them, okay, to say the least. I'm going to pull more archetype cards so we can go deeper into that. But anything else for this September that you'd like to share with group 4? Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah. So there's a person. There's definitely going to be a person. Okay. After a period of not experience any sort of romance or movement in your love life or attraction. You know, sometimes people could be attracted to you and you're simply not attracted to them. I see someone coming into your life, or you meeting someone this month that you're actually attracted to. And that's always a good thing. Okay. Let's see. Since there's a key person, we're going to look at them. But I know some of you like to see what the cards have to say about you. So I'm going to actually pull one on you first. And then we're going to uncover this person and reveal who they are, who they may be, how they may show up this month. So any insight into group 4 this month as it pertains to love? Avenger. Oh, wow. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Ooh, baby. I feel like those in group 4, some of you have like a point to prove, or some of you have been on a beautiful mission of celibacy after maybe a lot of dating or a lot of intimate encounters. I feel like you have done your work. A lot of you have cleared the energy of previous intimate partners, mind, body, spirit. Okay, you're in the clear now. Some of you feel like you need to wait. You need to wait before you give another relationship a chance, or you be intimate again. Okay, personal preference and reason. There's no judgment here. With the Avenger card, however, it can feel like you almost have a bone to pick with every male or female that comes into your life. However this applies. Some of you feel like all men are the same, or all females are the same, and you feel like you have to make a point out of it. With the Trust card, with the Give Your Relationship a Chance, and the Temperance and Two of Cups, it almost feels like we need to break down this sort of need to avenge previous partners. We don't want to project onto anybody new or else in our lives and assume that they're all going to be the same. Okay, everyone is going to hurt us in the end. That's simply not true. Okay, there are good people, there are loyal people, there are faithful people, there are loving people, there are genuine people out there, and you have to kind of believe in that and kind of vanquish and discard of any mistrust you have. Okay. That could be a harsh message, so I apologize for that, but I mean, I have to read the cards. So we have that Avenger energy, and it feels like you've almost been hardened because either there hasn't been there hasn't been options that you've genuinely been interested in, and B, because of previous relationships, how they took a turn, or maybe some false starts. Some of you are afraid that there's going to be another false start. You're like, why would I even bother? This person is gonna ghost me, or this person is gonna just maybe use me, have a one night stand with me with that Ace of Wands, and then just never call me back or something like that. Some of you feel like that's gonna happen, and I just don't feel like it's that way. However, let's go a little deeper. Let's pull a card on the Two of Cups. This is shared energy. So this is something like what the energy between the two of you would be like. What is the shared energy between group 4 and this other person? Priest. Facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. And notice how there's 2 people in this particular archetype card. That is no mistake. There's definitely going to be another key person showing up in your life. You will not be alone forever. And this is going to harbor beautiful spiritual energy again. This is going to heal hearts. Sometimes we feel like we have to be completely healed in order to embrace another person. That might not be it. Sometimes like another person helps to mend things within us and vice versa. You could do this for them. Okay, another thing I'm seeing is like a harboring of spiritual energy, a harboring of that love energy that I feel like we need more of on the planet. A lot of us have been in the mind space for far too long, and now there's like something coming in to get us back into the heart space, especially for those in group 4. This is like asking you not to overthink it, not to put your projection onto it. This is asking you to trust. And how do you trust? First, you ask your heart if it feels right. If your heart is saying yes, but for some reason your mind is saying no because you have to avenge or you have a bone to pick, then the answer is to go with the heart, because you're meant to experience the beauty of love again. It's a spiritual energy, and you're meant to experience it and enjoy it. Okay, some of you haven't enjoyed this in a while. The beautiful energy of love. Now, one more thing. This was the shared energy, so I want to keep that in mind. There's 2 people here, and it's going to serve as a channel of divinity and divine love. No matter how temporary or long-term this may be, the energy of love brings change into our lives, and it's such a wonderful thing, such a wonderful experience. So some of you are also like already wondering, like, how long is this going to be? A long-term relationship? Is this going to be a short term? Are we going to get married? The thing I'm getting here is not to worry about all of those questions you have. Some things are truly meant to be lived, to enjoyed. I'm getting for you in group 4 this strong message not to future project, rather just live moment to moment within this experience, because it'll have a lot of gems and good producing feelings that come up for you. Okay, so we have a key person, we have you, we have the shared energy. Now we're going to look at this King of Pentacles, because they did show up. Before I pull a card, I just want to share with you that the King of Pentacles is typically a grounded energy, someone who's very in tune with their senses, their body. They could be very sensual. They could also maybe want to be intimate sooner than you, because I see some of you have opted out of being intimate. Okay, so that could be off-putting at first. I want to share that. I also see this person has they're reliable, or they're dependable. Okay, King of Pentacles, but we're going to get more because it's just one card on. Then I want to get a fuller, rounder picture of who this King of Pentacles may be. We have a Hermit, so associated with that Virgo energy. They could definitely be a Virgo, or they could be a Taurus, they could be a Capricorn with that, but any sign applies. They could be someone who enjoys moments of solitude as well. They like a peaceful life is what I'm getting. They don't like drama. They don't like, I feel like this person is moved past the partying stage of their life. Like, they've done all the partying, they've done all the dating, they've made all the mistakes, and they're kind of in that phase of life where they've learned, or they're applying the lessons. So that speaks to a level of maturity. Nobody is quite, nobody's perfect, but I am getting that they're in this phase of learning from mistakes. So if you are also in a relationship with someone and this message applies. Give your relationship a chance. I'm seeing someone's really trying to do better. They've learned from their mistakes. They've learned to, what triggers you perhaps, okay? Others of you singles, this person has done all the partying and the dating, and so they'd come into your life loyal. They'd come into your life bringing a sense of stability, okay? Let's see what else. Anything else on this King of Pentacles? Anything else you'd share? We got athlete. So very strong masculine energy, and I think some of you feminines here are going to appreciate that. A real divine masculine, in the sense of they take care of their body too, just as much as they take care of their their mind or their spirit. They're very well rounded. I'm getting very well rounded. They realize the importance of health. They could be really dedicated to a regime, a fitness regime, or eating habits, okay? What else? They've definitely developed personal willpower and strength. So the good thing about this, maybe in the past they were like a person who, was very charming and was, kind of like a Don Juan in the sense of dated a lot. I did get that message, but they're over that phase, and this person is showing up very loyally. So, okay, I guess what they're giving me is don't judge this person based on their past. Some of you may meet this person and see that they're very good looking, have a nice body, take care of themselves. Maybe you see people are generally attracted to them. Don't judge them for that. Okay, some of you need to know that they may be super attractive, super even intelligent and wise, and they have a beautiful aura about them that attracts others. Don't allow that to make you think that that will make them disloyal. Okay, there's attractive, loyal people out there. So yeah, so don't judge a book by its cover is what I'm hearing. Also, if they like to go to the gym, they do that for themselves. It's sort of like therapy for them. So it's not because they're going to pick up men or women. They enjoy going to the gym for health and for mental health as well. So some of you need to know that, okay? Or if they have like a hobby that they do outside of the relationship, it's because it adds to their life. I'm getting the strong message to trust and see where this goes without having to project onto the future or onto this person. I know these are some harsher messages. Usually they don't come out this strong for the viewer here, but I am, because you showed up as that Avenger, and it's like breaking the phase of self-protection is what I'm getting. Breaking the phase or journey you've been going through of self-preservation and protection. Now, self-preservation is good, but it's almost like self-protection that is putting up like a front or a block that helps you to genuinely share space with another person, genuinely love another person. Okay, that could be something you work on or you let go of this month to embrace whomever this may be, if love is what you want, right? This is a love reading, so you probably wouldn't be here if you weren't interested, to say the least. So I see the potential of a relationship serving as a channel to maybe undo some of the wrongdoings of previous lovers. Now, we don't want to put all that burden on this person. They're not meant to come in as like a messiah and save us. I'm just simply seeing them as someone who could add to your life, okay, in a positive way. They're loyal, dedicated, someone you can rely on. I'm seeing them as a rock. I'm seeing them as someone who takes care of themselves, even their home. They like things tidy, in order. They're also very sensual. And they will be very attracted to you, and hopefully it goes both ways. I am seeing the Ace of Wands, and That is an attractive card. That is a magnet card. So the two of you will be kind of like magnets this month, okay? Or whenever you are destined to meet them, okay? So this is what I have for you, group 4. I hope you have an amazing September. If you're watching this at a later date, enjoy your month ahead. If you want a personal reading, you can always book me on my website, flourishingmystic.com. I have different packages that may be of interest to you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a reading moving forward, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.